we pull up, when we pull up, when we pull up. See me shining like some lights when we pull up. Live Vegas, see the lights when we pull up. Guaranteed I hit it twice when we pull up. When we pull up, when we pull up. It's the beam or the vet when we pull up. Down B on my wet when we pull up. Know the jumpers all net when we pull up. When we pull up, when we pull up. Pull up like a vet do, I'ma get a wet boo. I ain't tryna sweat you, I'm just tryna get through. Rollie on the wrist, know I'm on the list. Even though you wanna diss, shots on ain't gonna miss now. Get it poppin' like some crystal. They steady copy, so I switched out. Now little mama's tryna get down. Haters better duck, cause this play's about to spit round. When we pull up, live Vegas, see the lights when we pull up. Guaranteed I hit it twice when we pull up. When we pull up, when we pull up. It's the beam or the vet when we pull up. Down B on my wet when we pull up. Know the jumpers all net when we pull up. When we pull up, when we pull up. Right there with the baseline. Nice hair, cute face, slim waistline. Hustle hard, real hard, don't waste time. Got your broad on call on FaceTime. Jealousy, envy, wanna hate mine. But it's clear what I hear through the grapevine. Right here, have no fear, I'ma take mine. Working hard, baby, even when it's break time. Trying to reach the fucking top, but it takes time.
Hey, how's it going? Sorry for the delay in the start there. I just had to share the video out on a couple of channels and with a couple of people to hopefully get a few people watching. It's kind of a big video. I've been really looking forward to doing this for several weeks here. This is not the biggest grading submission I've ever made, but it's the biggest one I've ever gotten back. And I'm waiting for one more from CGC, but this one's pretty unique. And these are going to be books that I'm at this point quite certain that almost nobody, if anybody, actually has a copy of. And I actually get to show off 3 of them because I went in with a couple of my friends and they each got a copy themselves, and I haven't shipped them their copies yet, so we get a look at all of them today. So I'm going to switch to the other tabletop camera here, and I'm going to actually stand up because this is a pretty big box. It's a little blurry, but we'll get better views in a minute here when I go back to the other camera. But we're just going to go ahead. So we sent these 3 books in. You can read all about it in the description too. But basically, we knew that there were at least one additional variant for the recent Batman Fortnite Foundation one-shot, other than the 3 that were released to the public, or at least solicited, because we saw writer Christos Gage show a black and white variant on his Twitter feed just days before the book actually released. Sorry about that, Mike. And we were actually able to, one of my friends knew I was looking for this type of variant specifically. He was looking for it as well, as we're both like pretty big Fortnite collectors. And through circumstances, we were able to make a deal with writer Christos Gage himself and actually purchase 3 copies of variant comic books that he received for his work on the Batman Fortnite series, which is really cool considering he's actually continuing his work with the new upcoming Marvel series. Excellent packing there from CBCS. Really well done. So far it looks to be in excellent shape. Box out of the way. And let's see how I want to do this here. I'm going to try and be careful here. These are the backs. So we'll try and open it up on the back here. So, but basically, the writer, Christos Gage, in addition to the regular 3 variants that were released, the cardstock, the regular, and the Donald Mustard Premium variant for Batman Fortnite Foundation, which was a one-shot, Oh, and by the way, if you stick around through the whole video, as a celebration, I'm going to give out a skin code for the Batman Who Laughs Fortnite skin. I'm just kind of going through these layers. We get right down to it here. And anyways, it turns out Gage ended up receiving a total of 8 comic books for his work. You got the regular cover, you got a cardstock variant, you got a Donald Mustard Premium variant, alright, here we go. And in addition to those, he got 5 black and white variants, 4 of which were virgins. One had a blue foilish trade dress. He kept that himself. He gave one of the black and white variants to a local comic shop that he's associated with, Ultimate Comics in North Carolina, that auctioned it off for about $1,000, and which is more than we paid. We're not saying how much we paid, but we're definitely not selling for less than that. I don't think if anyone's selling these at all. But in addition to that, he got a 3 quote-unquote signed editions, as you'll see in just a moment here. Okay, there we go. I got my invoice right up top. These are all bagged together. I'm going to pull that. So they're all like, let's see here. Oh no, they're individually bagged. The invoice was just on the first one there. We got some swag stuff. Plus the invoice. And here we go. And you know what? I'm going to sit back down and we're going to go to the better camera angle. I like this camera set up better. And I'm going to actually reach on up and pull this in for a quick zoom up here. And I'm going to adjust this light. I have quite as much spill back reflection there. Make it a little easier for everybody to see exactly what these books are. So, the very first one here is my buddy Dylan's. And I'm not even going to take your guys' copies out. I'll just show off mine when I pull in a sec. But as you can see in the bottom corner, these guys all say Greg Capullo and Jonathan Open variant cover, Greg Capullo Signed Edition. And it has a unique barcode 00181 there. You can see this was not actually signed by Capullo, it was only signed by Gage. 9.6 CBCS yellow. Really good feeling case. I like it a lot. I'm going to put that aside. And until I get it ready for shipping here. Right there. And then, perfect. Oh, I can't believe that order worked like this. Is so good. This is my buddy David's. And his is the Donald Mustard Signed Edition 00161. Came back. And I know he's a little sad about this. Little 9.4. But as we told him, when they're this rare, it don't matter too much. And it sounds like, based on the grader notes, at least 2 of the 3 issues on his are almost certainly pressable. So we'll see what he decides to do. He, I know, is going to be hunting down, trying to get additional signatures on this book, trying to make it complete, as it were. Again, these are all signed editions that weren't actually signed. I'm pretty sure. So Gage initially, when we were talking to him, stated that he thought they were maybe part of a promotion that didn't happen because of complications from all of the recent shenanigans over the last couple years with social gatherings. And I think because these books were all released in poly bags with codes for the game, for the Batman Who Laughs skin, which, you know what, let's do this. Well, I'm gonna crack this bad boy open while we're talking about it. And then we'll get in a little closer on my copy here. But basically, I think they were maybe going to do covered poly bags or closed poly bags, and maybe do some ratio inserts, kind of like they did with the Ultimate Spider-Man and like Death of Spider-Man books from Marvel back in the day. I'm sure DC's done it as well. But they never got it together, and so they never printed the books, never got them signed. But looks like, and I don't think anyone else has been able to find an author or creator that got these same books. So as far as we've been able to tell, these ones are unique. They are one-of-one variants, which is super cool, and makes them possibly some of the rarest DC comic books ever printed. So again, we've been trying to find these for months, almost 6 or 7 months, and the only person we've ever seen with one was Christos Gage. So really happy we were able to make a deal with him. He's a really nice guy. Really looking forward to his work on the new series. So just peeled that Batman sticker code. Here we go. You want to go to Fortnite.com/redeem and enter code. Let me put it right up there for you. Whoop. There we go. LB876 SDQEG E8RGH RZABQ, or BK, sorry, not BQ, BK. So that's the code. Go plug that in at Fortnite.com/redeem, and you will get a Batman Who Laughs Fortnite outfit, which I think they're only going to be releasing with DC stuff around Halloween. It looks like they didn't come back with the latest batch of DC stuff. It also includes the Robin's Perch backbling and the comic exclusive. Only way to get it is going to be the code here is a loading screen with the Batman Who Laughs, which is actually super sick. So now that we've given out the code, and now we're on to the last book, we'll get a little closer since this is mine, and I'm going to de-sleeve it right here. So of these 3 books, this one's my copy. Love that packing order from CBCS. That is the Snyder Signed Edition. And if you guys didn't see it with all the reflections, the backs of these books have a relief image from the cover, which is sick. You got the Foundation fighting Batman. Taking high ground. Of them, there is 4 of them were Virgin. The 4th Virgin is not a signed edition. It's just the Greg Capullo and Jonathan Clapion variant cover. Doesn't say anything about a signed edition, so it's actually a unique one as well. And again, so I was thinking that if these were supposed to be polybagged, like incentive like giveaways, I'm thinking that the probably the blue trade dress was going to be the like 1 in 25 or whatever. The Virgin on sign would probably be like a 1 in 50, and then the sign ones were probably going to be like 1 in 100s or 1 in 500s or something, and it would just be a mix of the 3 creators featured. But you got this really cool back image, which is just sick on this book. And mine is 9.6. Sorry, David, man. But signature verified. Really nice, just clean cover. There we go. So that's those guys. And it's probably the most unique comic book in my collection. It's been a grail ever since I saw Gage post it on his Twitter, and I was like, what is the black and white variant? And so I'm getting ready for the next batch. I just did a video that released this morning about the unsolicited Marvel Showdown variants that are coming. It looks like those are going to be on the FOC. If you want to get them, you got to get to your shop this week, the first week of April, before they get their orders in. And then, of course, in June, we get the Fortnite Zero War, which has a banana list of covers. Good luck finding a 1 in 100. It is going to be tough. So that's the next really hard to find ratio Fortnite comic you're going to be looking for, are the Marvel x Fortnite Zero War number 1, 1 in 100s, 1 in 150s. There's going to be a number of the 1 in 25s floating around. And I'm not sure what kind of ratios we'll see with the second issue of Zero War. We'll learn more about that when the July solicit drops, probably at the end of April. Anyways, I'm going to try and wrap it up there because I've been ranting and raving for a long time. Thank you everybody for tuning in and checking out these awesome comic books. We've been a little cautious about talking about them because we don't necessarily want to see anybody else find additional versions of these. But at this point, I'm fairly confident saying I don't think anybody else is going to find more than maybe a couple others with weird, there with other people involved in the creative process. But as of right now, again, these are truly unique. And if you're a Fortnite comic collector, keep an eye out. You never know what you might find. And like I said, I told David, I was like, I don't think I'll ever find one of these, but that's my grail. And it's only 6 months later and it's sitting in my hand, graded, signed, and everything. So, if you really want a comic, man, just keep looking. They're out there. That's it. I'm going to wrap it up. I'll see you guys soon. Have a great night.
When we pull up, Fly Vegas, see the lights when we pull up. Guaranteed I hit it twice when we pull up. When we pull up, it's the beat all the vet when we pull up. Down B on my wet when we pull up. Know the jumpers all net when we pull up. When we pull up.